WNBC. No, gotta be more like this. Listen up. WNBC. You hear that? Kind of left. NBC. WNBC. WNBC.
Why don't
WNBC. In my mind, I'm hearing. It sounds like I'm saying exactly what you're saying.
No, actually.
WNBC.
You know what?
All right. I got something to say. Yeah. It's better to burn out. Yeah. Than fade away. All right. Gonna start a fire. Come on, rise up, get around, rock this place to the ground, burn it up from stove to roll, watch the night go up in smoke, rock on, drive me crazy, yeah. No serenade, no fire brigade, just a pyromaniac. Come on, what do you want? What do you want? I want rock and roll. Yes, I do.
So you want some rock and roll, huh? We came to the right place. Yet another edition of the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. So you can find us here at LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com, on TalkShoe and Positively Pittsburgh Live. Speaking of Positively Pittsburgh Live, they are one of our sponsors. I'd like to thank Joanne Quinn Smith, and would like to thank Click Vodka for helping us put this on. Some sad news. There's some sad news here. First of all, my glorious and wonderful co-host, Mr. Kevin O'Connor, is not with us this evening. Kevin is enjoying a vacation with his wonderful girlfriend Mara. They're in Mexico at an undisclosed location, so I have to be shh. We can't talk about it. Anyways, we got a lot of great music coming up for you tonight. Plus, we're going to talk a little bit about this idea of the democratization of the music business and what that really means for musicians, and really what it means for everybody out there all you guys out there that are huge music fans. And speaking of huge music fans, we have some great music tonight. We're going to get Wine and Spirit on again. And we had a big response about those guys, so we're going to get them on again. I've got my good friend Robert DeMaio on tonight. I've got Xander Demos on again by popular demand, and Ed Roman. And there's a little bit of story behind those two guys. Have something in common we're going to talk about tonight a little bit. And I've got a great duo. This is Stefan Avellaneda and Steve Mankowski. So that I'm going to play some of their music as well tonight. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. This week, also, we are celebrating the birthday of John Duncan of the Dead Horse Drivers. It's a band we've been playing here on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. They're a Philly band. They're a great band. You can find them at Reverb Nation /Dead Horse Drivers. So let's just get them on. This is called Out There Somewhere, the Dead Horse Drivers on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
I don't
All right, the Dead Horse Drivers, featuring the voice of John Duncan. Happy birthday, John, this week from the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Fantastic job, my friend. Good stuff there, guy. This is a first this time for the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. I was contacted by somebody's manager. So, like, we're like here at the circus, we're feeling all like, yeah, man, we rock. We got like managers calling us. But Michael Stover of MTS Management gave me shot me an email this week and said, hey, would you play a couple of my artists? And one of them is somebody we've already played, but we're going to play him again. Is Xander Demos. And we're going to have Xander up next. And we're also going to play Ed Roman, who's also a Michael Stover artist. If you are interested in booking either one of these guys, or if you're a musician yourself, MTS Management Group has a lot of cool packages for musicians, so check them out online. It's mtsmanagementgroup.com, I believe, or you can just find Michael Stover on Facebook. So so thanks, Mike, for getting in touch with me and reaching out, and we are happy to play Xander one more time, or again, on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. This is called Under a Darkened Sky, Xander Demos on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
Dark clouds roll through the sky like sentinels on high. Moonlight guides the trail we
Xander Demos, guys. You can get more information about Xander Demos. Reverb Nation / Xander Demos. That Xander is spelled with an X, Xanderdemos. Just a badass guitar shredder. And that's a very cool song. He's got a great band. So please do anything you can for Xander. Please check him out. Buy all of his stuff and go see him play. Up next is a guy who I was talking about, Michael Stouffer, the manager here who contacted me. This is another artist that he hooked me up with. This guy's name is named Ed Roman, and I listened to a bunch of Ed songs today. They're really good. He's a great singer-songwriter, and I snagged this one off of Reverb Nation as well. This is called "I Told You So." Give this a listen. This guy's very cool, man. You could tell he's learned a lot from people like Simon and Garfunkel and the Beatles. He really has a great foundation in songwriting, and I think you're really going to like this. Ed Roman, "I Told You So," on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
Inside your shopping carts and all the hearts of everyone you see. Buy up the bygones, illuminate morons. Have you seen it on TV? I hate to say it, but I told you so. I hate to say it, but I told you so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I hate to say it, but I told you so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Another hand inside the puppet of an ass, falling down on the ground, and he's crying, he's your savior. Slit you and guilt you, the neon enticer injecting the flavor. I hate to say it, but I told you so. I hate to say it, but I told you so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I hate to say it, but I told you so. Say it, but I told you so. I'd hate to say it, but I told you so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'd hate to say it, but I told you so. I'd hate to say it, but I told you so. I'd hate to say it, but I told you so. I hate to say it, but I told you so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We build the myths inside your shopping carts and all the hearts of everyone you see.
Ed Roman, guys. Reverb Nation / Ed Roman. At ReverbNation.com / Ed Roman. Spelled ROMAN, like Roman. Ed is a Orangeville, Ontario guy. So we're representing Canada tonight on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Again, handled by Michael Stover, MTS Management Group. Now, this brings me to tonight's topic, which is kind of like a hot button for me, and that's this idea of the democratization that the internet brought. And there was the big .com boom in the 90s, and then excuse me, as MP3.com took off and Napster and everything, musicians found it increasingly easier to get their music heard. Internet radio, like stuff like this, has made it, given musicians more of an outlet for people to be able to hear them. So they're not just putting it up on the line online and just floating in space. It can get heard a little bit. So my question is then, with all this democratization, really why aren't there more rock stars? Or are there more rock stars? That's a good question. Well, here's the thing, guys. It's great to have democratization, and I think I think that it is what it is. You no longer have to go and to get the big record contract and go into all that debt. And you understand that was debt. It was like a bad loan. The record label would basically loan you the money to do the record and everything that you need to do, and then they expected to get paid back. And sometimes it took a very long time, and it was a high rate of interest. So we're out from under that system for the most part. You can do all the same things that the record label was doing for artists. You can do all that stuff yourself. The thing of it is, though, how well do you do that stuff yourself? The thing of it is the record labels had whole departments devoted to different type, not just promotion, but different types of promotion. They knew how to get the best deals on getting the CDs pressed. They knew how to work with graphic artists. They had people that were total experts on how to put your look together, what kind of clothes you should wear, and what look best communicated your sound. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all about you sort of being under the thumb or being a slave to the man, so to speak. They brought a lot of value. And what's missing today is all those other things that the record label brought. That those things are gone. Artists don't know how to do those things, so this is one of the reasons they're struggling, because guys, you can be the greatest, like you could be the greatest guitar player ever. I mean, you might even be as good as Xander Demos. But if you don't have the whole, it's got to be a whole package. You know why? Let me explain to you why. Because people want to have an experience. And you've got to be able to give them experience. And one of the things that the people at the record label were able to do, your producer, your publicist, your manager, all these people were able to kind of take a step back and look at what you were doing and say, this is the package, okay? This is the music, this is the look, this is what their album cover needs to look like, this is what the video should be, this is what the staging should be for the tour. They were able to kind of put a whole thing together so that when people came to the show, they had an entire experience, okay? And some of these things are subtle, all right? Just because the guy comes on stage in jeans and a t-shirt doesn't mean that isn't a put-together look. But people want to have an experience, and the record label system was able to do that. They understood what that was about. And a lot of musicians are scratching their head nowadays going like, we're doing everything, why aren't we rock stars? Well, because guys, you need to have this whole other side of it put together. And quite frankly, you're really bad at that stuff. You just don't know. Very few guys are good, and nobody's good at all of it. Okay, even the smartest, snappiest, most together record exec, the greatest A&R guys, they couldn't do it all. They had teams of people. So one of the things you guys want to make sure you do is you put together a good team around you to help you get some of these other things together. This is not a big advertisement for MTS Management Group by any means, but that just happens to be an example of somebody that can help you. You can still stay indie, you can still can do what you want to do, but you bring some other professionals in. Look at it this way, guys. If you had to sign a big contract for something, you'd go hire a lawyer to look at it, wouldn't you? If when you're going to sell a house, what do? You get a real estate agent. If you're smart, you're not doing, and you're in business, you're in the music business, you're not doing your taxes on your own. You get a tax accountant to do that type of stuff for you. So just because it's democratized doesn't mean that you don't need all this other stuff. The good thing, here's the thing about freedom, guys. With freedom comes a lot of responsibility, all right? So as much as we all say we love freedom, freedom requires us to stand up, to do it ourselves, to figure it out, and to go get the necessary help. So get that necessary help, or else you're just going to languish in obscurity. You're never going to go anywhere, all right? You need this whole thing. You need the whole package. So I think you guys can get the point on that. If you'd like to read more about my thoughts on this, you can go to my blog at loulombardi.com /blog. And I have several articles there, but that is my latest one, the democratization of the music business a complete failure? And we get into it pretty heavily there, more than we did right now. I'm going to play, let's get back to some more music here. This is a team here, a duo. This is Stefan Avellaneda and Steve Mankowski. Stefan is a buddy of mine. He's a drummer. He's on tour with the Anna Popovic band right now. And if they might be in Europe, I'm not sure when they're coming back to the U.S., but it's a great band, so you should go check them out. But Stefan and Steve put together this electro-funk thing. In fact, that's the name of the song. I'm going to play for you now. And it's Steven is a keyboardist, but this really rocks, even though there's no guitar in it, and like, I'm all about the guitar, but give this a try. This is Stefan and Steven, electro funk on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Thanks for listening, guys. Stefan I said his name wrong. Stefan Avellaneda and Steve Malinowski. A great team, and I hope that they continue putting records out. That's fantastic. That's just like a one-off thing. Stefan sent that to me and said, give me some stuff to play, Stefan. And so he sent that to me. It's just a YouTube video. It's very cool. So you can find Stefan on Facebook, and like I said, he's on tour right now. He's the drummer with the Anna Popovic band. So go check them out as soon as humanly possible. This next guy we got coming up is he's a member of my Hess family. You may have heard me refer to this a few times. I've been involved with the Tom Hess Music Corporation as a student of Tom's for several years now. And Tom is a great guy. He's got a great program. And if you want to find out more about that, go to tomhess.net. But he gets all of his students together. It's a really unique thing. And so I've made some great connections and with some really awesome. These guys aren't just great musicians. They're like it's like the best group of people ever. And this guy is Robert DeMaio. Robert is a killer guitar player, and you're really gonna like this. You can check this out on CD Baby. You can get it all there. cdbaby.com/CD, and then it's Robert DeMaio. That's RobertDimaio. So this is a track called Naughty Boy, and Robert is a bad MFer on the guitar. Different style than Xander, but nonetheless, just totally killer. Give this a listen. Naughty Boy, Robert DeMaio on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Jesus. I usually have an Oh Lord Jesus one time each show. And Robert, you got the Oh Lord Jesus award. Robert DiMaio, everybody. cdbaby.com/cd/Robert DIMAIO. Some great accolades on this, man. Guitar Player Magazine has called Robert's music genius. Okay, so he's getting reviewed in the big time out there. He's really making a great name for himself. Excellent guitar player. Please check him out on CD Baby. Buy all the tracks. You can't go wrong. It's just fan-freaking-tastic. It's good stuff. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Positively Pittsburgh Live. That's pplmag.com. I'd like to thank Click Vodka as well. We had some great rock tonight. I know we're going a little short tonight because my brother isn't here. My brother Kevin, and I just don't want to bore you guys with just with just my shenanigans. And like I said, Kevin is vacationing in Mexico in an undisclosed location. Shh. But hopefully there's some good rock and roll there, and not just like some mariachi stuff, so something he can sink his teeth into. But anyways, tonight we played. We started off with the Dead Horse Drivers, and happy birthday to their singer John Duncan this week. I don't know his age, but he probably wouldn't want me to say it anyways. Okay, Xander Demos we had tonight. Xander Demos, you guys can all find at Reverb Nation. Xander is a bad MFer on the guitar, shredder man. He is also a Michael Stover artist. Ed Roman, another Michael Stover artist, and I'd like to thank Michael once again for turning me on to these guys. But Ed Roman, you can find Ed, reverbnation.com/Ed Roman. I played a song called I Told You So. Great singer-songwriter. I'm just really impressed with Ed's music just all the way around. So we're going to be playing him again. My good friend Stefan Avellaneda and his friend Stephen Malinowski doing electro funk, where great instrumental track there where you didn't even miss the guitar. And coming from a guitar player, that's saying a lot. And like I said, we just played Mr. Robert DiMaio, the great Robert DiMaio here, and so I'm very honored to have his music as well. A few weeks ago, Kevin and I did our first live event. We did an Oktoberfest, and we got to hear these guys, Wine and Spirit, and we were just completely floored by them. Great live band. They made such a great sound. Good Americana rock and roll. So we're gonna finish out the circus tonight with a little Wine and Spirit. But once again, I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I'd like to thank our sponsors again. Positively Pittsburgh Live and Click Vodka. Please check out my website, loulombardi.com. If you would like to hear back episodes of the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus, it is LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com. How convenient is that, right? And please, hey, I keep forgetting to mention this. My publicist is always like, why aren't you mentioning Twitter? So follow us on Twitter. And it's a little tricky because I signed up for Twitter a few years ago with my band name, Strangelove. So LLStrangelove is my handle on Twitter. So just go to that, and you can follow everything we're doing on Twitter, and I'm always promoting other bands, and because I'm all about the rock and roll. All right, guys, thanks again for hanging out with me tonight. My name is Lou Lombardi. You're listening to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus, and we're going to finish up here with The Soul by Wine and Spirit. Rock on, guys. We'll catch you on the next circus.
You played the right tune, this song goes out to you. You got the soul, you're rocking me. You got the soul, you're rocking me. You got the soul, you're rocking me. The crystal ball shines, I see it in your eye. You got the soul, you're rocking me.
side. Give me protection, show me affection of love when it rains. Last off all my pain, we're going down. You got this, so you're rocking me. You got this, so you're rocking me. You got this, so you're rocking me. The crystal ball shines, I see it in your eye. You got this, so you're rocking me. Love when it rains. Last off all my pain. We're going down. You got this, so you're rocking it. You're rocking it. You're rocking it. The crystal ball shines. I see it in your eye. You got this, so you're rocking it.